You want to move the top?
Yeah, put it on the top, right?
Something would. Just a little edge in the stopping it from going coming. Good morning, David. I'm good, sir. Yes, should be there within the hour.
We're wasting a lot of time on this scale right now. First weigh, next accept. Good morning, folks. We just picked up our load. Actually, it was about 20 minutes from the house. Big shout out to my boy Dolph or Randolph. He's on Instagram at DMV_Dolph. You guys want to check him out? He does RGing as well. Woo! Look at that. We are off just by a little bit on my tandems. I gotta switch up my tandems. So let me send this over to Jade, so that way she can redo my permits. I'm off by a little bit. So I put up most of my weight on my tries. And I didn't put enough weight on my tandems, which usually always happens, but I'm glad I flipped this thing around. So I'm gonna show you in a minute what I flipped around, so that way my weight would have been distributed properly, because my weight, that's probably why I got so much weight up on my tandems right now. So it's when you're loading these things, man, it's always a big learning curve, man. And I've only done like 5 excavators so far, and I can never always just get the weight right. And that's the thing that be blowing me. It really, really blows me. So I'm gonna show you what I did in a minute. Hold on, just gotta pull off the scale right quick. And then I gotta make some time, because I gotta be there before 4 or 5 o'clock, anywhere before 5 o'clock. I got a 4-hour drive, well, 4 hours and 39 minutes. So I'm just trying to get off the scale, so if anybody needs to get on the scale, they can. And I'm going to park it right here. I'm gonna have to swing around. But I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. I had to get a tire change earlier too. How to get my tire and my drive changed, because I guess the place I be going to pick up, they always got like some type of nails or something crazy in them. But Okay, so you see on this excavator, right? I'm gonna give you a big view of the load in a second. So you see on the excavator, right? This right here is the gear for the tracks. This weighs a lot as well. So what I did was I put most of the weight back here because I'm thinking it's gonna counterweight. That weight's gonna be back there, this weight's gonna be back here. But if I would have swapped this around and have this facing back here, then I probably would have had about 48,000 pounds on my tandems and probably about 49,000, maybe let's say 49,000 on my tries. So if I would have came back more, which I didn't think was necessary, but if I would have came back more and had this sitting back on the wheels a little bit more, which I didn't, it's like I said, it's hard to really get it down packed every time. But if I would have had that sitting back a little bit more, I would have had more weight on my tries instead of having it right there on my tandems. And that's why I want to go ahead and stretch out my truck one day. Once I get enough money and everything, and I get everything situated, I want to stretch out my truck about 10 more inches, put a drop axle right there, so that way I won't have to worry about that. I can just put that axle down and I won't have to worry about positioning all the time. I mean, you still will, but not all the time, you know what I mean? Some places don't respect the tandems like that. You don't get that much weight on the tandems. Sometimes it's just 40. I know in North Carolina you can go as high as 50,000 if you're dropping off in North Carolina. If you're picking up and dropping off in North Carolina, you can get 50,000. And then other places they kind of fluctuate what you can do on your tandem. It just depends on the state that you're going through, you know what I mean? That's why heavy haul or oversized becomes so difficult sometimes. Like when I had that big old silo, the first one that I took that went long distance, I actually got a ticket for that because my weight wasn't distributed properly. And it wasn't distributed properly. I was under 80,000 pounds, but sometimes you can't scale that, you know what I mean? You can't put that on a scale. So you have to kind of really know your measurements. Sometimes you got to go over. So what I've been learning to do is, if I know I'm going to be like 80,000 pounds, I'll go ahead and add an extra 5 or 10,000 pounds onto my ticket. I'll just go ahead and take the overweight permit instead of having to worry about going to DOT station and then they violate you and give you like freaking a $1,500 ticket, which I got last time. So right now I'm sitting at 109. I permitted out myself for 112. I'm gonna have to shift down the rate a little bit on my tandems and then my tries. Like I said, you can never get it right. I know some people, and some people have opinions about this, but I know some people get loaded, and when they get loaded, they'll go ahead and go to their nearest scale without getting a permit, make sure they get all their weight correct, and then they go get their permit. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, you should still probably try to guess as much as you can, because if you're driving on the road, technically you're illegal going to that weigh station because you don't have yourself permitted out to go to that weigh station, you know what I'm saying? So it's always things like that that go back in hand. You just gotta kind of know what you're doing in a sense. I'm learning more and more every single day. I wish I could have got this right. I got it right a couple times on the head. A couple times I got it right on the head, but this time I didn't get it right on the head, so that's fine. And on the same time, you got to remember that because my trailer is so long, I always encounter those type of issues because I'm so long. If I wasn't 34 in the well, if I was like 26 in the well, like my neck would be a little bit closer up, you know what I'm saying? So there's always those things that go into it that makes it difficult, especially when you got something this long, you know what I mean? And then this drive tire right here was the tire that was messed up, the inner tire right here. Now, as you can see, I got a brand new tire up there, which I'm gonna have to switch this tire out too soon because that leveling is not too good, but I had to do it on the fly. I literally did it in their yard when I was picking this up. Let's go ahead and hit this road, make sure everything is good and tight. I got about, I think I got about 42 or 43,000 pounds holding, I'm securing right now with my securement. So I'm good when it comes to the securement department. I'm not good when it comes to securement department. That's not even chained down. What the hell? I'm tripping. I'm glad I stopped and checked that. I thought I put a chain on that. I didn't. I gotta put a chain on this right quick. Sheesh. Jesus Christ. I'm out here f***ing up. I'm glad I stopped. I don't know how I forgot that. Mistakes happen though, like I said. I got up early this morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to get there, get everything taken care of. Then I'm out, because I had to deal with that tire. So that tire definitely held me back. Don't mind the flip-flops. I had on boots, but like I said, once I get in the truck, I take my boots off, put my slides on. Yeah, I was dealing with so much this morning. Then my lights on the back aren't working. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. That's another thing I had to deal with this morning. They stopped working. You don't have to put this here. It's that cylinder piece that they're really worried about. But you know. doing my best to please them. I'm gonna show you my lights in a minute. I'm just happy nobody's behind me right now. They'd be pissed. I'm about to redo this one. Too much slack. That's way too much slack. Look how I missed this. You know what I mean? Going too fast. Trying to hurry up and get there. Want to make this. I want to make the deadline. You know what I mean? Want to get there on time. Want to put in a good look for these guys. Now the reason why I went back and did it, for the people who don't know, I'm not being super educational here, nothing like that. I'm just telling the people who don't understand, oh, why did he just go back and redo it? If you look at my other binders, there's not that much play in the binders. That means if this load decides to shift or anything was to happen and I notice it or I stop again, I have enough room to play with to tighten it down more. I think it's like you don't want to have more than 3 turns. It's like you don't want to leave more less than 3 turns or something like that. Could be wrong. It's probably an inch. It's probably by inches or some type of measurement in some sort like that. I don't know the exact number, but that's good. You don't want to go past this line. I mean, I know it's a violation. I don't know the exact measurements. You guys can look it up and help me out in the comments. I don't want to sit here and give you wrong measurements or anything like that. But my lights as well. So, well, right now they're working. So what will happen is, for some reason, there's a short, right? There's a short in them for some reason. I think it has to do with not the flip, but something right here in my actual deck. And there's a short. So the short is causing my lights to flicker. Okay, so they'll stop flickering and then I'll have one light flickering and one light not. So I don't have enough time to look at it right now because I have to actually go in there, take out those lights and then go inside. So what I did was I took my other ones that I have and I put them in the back. So just in case those decide they don't want to work, those will be back there just in case anyway. So let's go and head down the road. I'm glad I caught that mistake right there. I've been going down the road looking like a freaking idiot. So you miss things out here, that's okay. Let's not forget that binder that dropped earlier, so let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, everything's good. We're good. My pin is in, Airline's looking good, electric cable looking good. We're ready to roll, baby. I'm sweating, guys. Georgia is so unpredictable when it comes to the weather. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here and turn around. I'm pretty sure I should be able to go down here and turn around. That way we can get on this road, we can start rolling.
Yeah, you're always gonna have the Coldest screwdriver jacking screwballs out there with the I'm gonna get the butter screwballs out there whining and crying. You
don't know where I'm at. I'm over here on 75 going south. This is you got the TA, the Loves, the Pilot, all this little area. I forgot what exit it's at. I know it's the Jacksonville exit. I don't live too far away from here, but they got some good barbecue right there. That's what I was trying to let you guys know. So if you ever want to come through here and you know you want to get something to eat, you don't know what to get to eat, that's some good barbecue right there, man. Good barbecue. You got the Peterbilt down there where I bought this puppy from, and then you got my guys at TM Trailer Sales who I bought this trailer from right around the corner. So wish I had more gears for you guys like my dad, man. I was watching his video, man. I was like, man, it must be nice. Must be nice to get it in like that. Must be nice. But my dad deserves that truck. He worked his butt off to get that truck, so I gotta work myself. I gotta work myself up to that level as well. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna get there, and I can keep dreaming. All I gotta do is keep working. Make sure my wheels are still turning, make sure I do all my maintenance, make sure I keep up with my truck, make sure she's in good tip-top shape, And I keep working hard, and next thing you know, I can have a nice custom built truck, you know what I mean? Like I said, we still have an appointment with Florida Finest Customs, not too far in the future. Just, to be honest, right now, money's a little tight, you know what I mean? Money's a little tight after what happened last time with that load. Money is a little tight, fellas. But I got 10 gears for y'all. I don't got 18, but I got a good solid 10. And I am pushing a little bit more horsepower than the old man, so. My boy got a silo. What are you doing, my boy? Like you want to come into my lane for a quick second. You're tripping. Well, you guys won't believe the luck that I'm having today. So, as you can see, the hood is up and it's nighttime right now, and I gotta show you guys what I'm working with, man. So, I mean, first of all, to break down the whole story, I just dropped off the excavator. Dropped it off somewhere down there. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this clear enough, but hopefully you got enough to see. So we dropped it off down there, and I stayed right here. I took my break right here on this curb, on the street. Not this street, but that street over there. And in the midst of all this happening, this road right here, as you can see, this cars, well, before it was actually a lot more than this, but this is constant traffic coming through, constant traffic, constant traffic. So I stayed right there and waited for a minute. And as you can see, it is a deep turn. And I had to come over here wide earlier just to even get in here to go that way. So when I came out, I had to come this way right here and swerve around. And when I swerved around, don't know what the hell he's doing, but that's basically kind of what just happened earlier. So when I swerved around, I waited for an opportunity for all these cars to pass, and I was able to make this turn. I guess he thought I was trying to tell him not to go this way, but that's not what I was doing. See what I'm talking about? Four-wheelers cause so many things, they don't even know that they cause so many things. See what I'm saying? Like just basically what just happened was happened to me earlier. So I'm making this turn, and as I'm turning, my wheels are following me, and a car just like this keeps coming, and stops right there where my axles were. So she had to back, she sat there for a minute, and I'm looking at her like, you have to move. My truck's right here, you have to move. And she starts backing up. So for me to avoid her, not hit her and cause an accident, of course, and get insurance involved, I monster jam it into this area right here, right? So I'm in this area, my truck's in this area. And I'm like, already like, you know, trying to go on about my business. I just took my break, and all I hear is tire blows out. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it good right here. Hopefully this car comes and shows it, but right here, if you look, this is what I mean. I don't know, it's a piece of sign. Obviously they cut the sign so that way somebody can come. I don't know what happened, but obviously it's got sharp edges, and I punctured my tire right here. Unbelievable freak accident just a freak accident, of course. It just doesn't make any sense how this happened. Things happen, but it sucks. So not only did that happen, after that, there are no tire places around here. I'm in Charleston. I'm actually kind of far off on off the main road here. I'm in a residential area. As you can see, there's homes all around me. But not only did that happen, let me show you what happened to my tire, because I had to move out the way, because I didn't want to be stuck blocking traffic, and then that caused a whole issue in itself too. So this is the aftermath of my tire. It's wedged in there pretty good. And the crazy thing, y'all, the crazy thing about this whole thing is this is a brand new tire. I mean, this tire doesn't even have about, this tire maybe has 4,000 miles on it. Maybe. It's a strong maybe. It's a real strong maybe. Might have 4,000 miles on it, man. So I moved over here a little bit. I wanted to make sure I kept the rim on the grass because I don't want to put it on the pavement and damage it or anything else. I put it on the grass right here. I rolled real slow. Luckily, you know, I didn't puncture nothing, you know, going 60, 70 miles an hour down the highway, nothing like that. It's a small situation here. See, she just called him a dumbass. You're fine. So, yeah, so what I'm about to do is, for some reason, my strobe lights back there aren't working. I'm about to put some strobes back there, so that way people won't do dumb stuff and cause accidents. So I'm sitting here waiting on my dad. I'm gonna leave my lights on, start my truck back on because it is cold. And we're gonna go ahead and just chill out here for the rest of the time. My dad is close. He's about 2 hours away from me right now. He was actually leaving the house at the same time I was leaving the house. So he was going up, he was taking 85 and then he got, no, excuse me. He took 20. He took 20. He's gonna be in Columbia. So he's gonna have to take 26, come down 26, and then come down towards Charleston and meet me. He just picked up a tire. The only tire they had in stock, this is a Yokohama. The only tire they had in stock was a Michelin. So anybody who knows Michelin knows that he spent about $800 or something like that. So yeah, wait on him. But he's gonna get here, and then once he gets here, I already called the repairman. He's open 24/7. He's charging me $300 to mount the tire and everything up here. Sad thing about this is well, they should have everything they need. They're gonna need to jack it up and everything like that, so they should have everything they need to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off, take off my my nuts, my cosmetic nuts, and make sure everything's ready for the guy to get here. Probably go lay it down for a little bit until my dad gets here, man. It is what it is right now. I'm gonna start the truck up so I can get some heat, and we'll just wait, man. I mean, this is... All right, so Pop showed up, y'all, finally. I shut everything off on the truck. He's got a load on him right now. He's got about 2 parcels on him, he said. He's got my tire, expensive old steer tire. So let's get this steer tire from him. In moments like these, man, I know on the camera, I be sounding like, sometimes I be sounding real good or real positive, whatnot. It's, you know, I try to do that for the most part, man, because, I mean, what else can I do, you know? Am I gonna sit here and crying and whine about it? Nah, gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Huh? What?
The weigh station behind me?
Weigh station? What are you talking about?
Where you deliver that?
Oh yeah, back there, yeah. Walk the tire, walk the tire, walk the tire, walk it, walk the tire, walk the tire, walk the tire, walk it. To everybody out there, man, I wish it was a lot easier, man. Sometimes I wish, you know, it's fun. As much as we love this shit, I see it on my old man's face every day, man. It's just, sometimes it's just, you can tell it's hard, man. I know if it's hard on me, I can only imagine him, you know. So for the time being, we'll have 2 different steer tires up here, maybe for about a week or 2, and then I'll swap this one out. I don't really know what the rules is on that, man, but I mean, this is the only tire they had. Literally, this is the only tire they had, so.
How you doing?
Hey, man, thank you for showing up, man. I'm hoping that rim doesn't have any damage on it, but I only rode like 5 feet, man.
It look good.
It's good?
It look good.
Yeah.
Sometimes the radio got damaged, only you and the highway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is the end of the headache. Turn your blinker light off. It looks clean, man. We got the red accent 181. Good, man. It looks good. good, boss. We're looking good there, boss. I always say, look at the stars. I don't always say that, but look at the stars for real. I always say that, and my dad always says that it's a blessing that we are in these semis, the semis that we wanted. We got our dream semis, you know? So at least when we're on the road and we're stressed out, going through whatever we're going through, you know, at the end of the day, we can smile, because when I get out my truck, I smile. Pretty sure when he gets out his truck, he smiles. It's tough. Like I said, $1,200 later, it's tough, but it is what it is. Look at my pop's load though, man. He's got quite a load today, doesn't he? I mean, if I didn't drop off, don't think I ain't making the money. I dropped off earlier, so that's why he's over here. But he's got quite a load. He said this is 18,000 pounds, plus that is 10,000 pounds. So he's combined at 28,000 pounds. He said it feels pretty heavy. Doesn't look that bad. I mean, look, I had a whole 60,000 pounds on my trailer earlier, so he can't complain. But yeah, guys, it's the end of the video. Something small, something short. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just showing you guys the realness out here, trying to keep it real, authentic, you know, very transparent, so you guys can really get an idea of what trucking is, instead of getting, you know, just a whole 15-minute video about how good it can be. You know, at the end of the day, it can be really good, it can be really rewarding, but you do got a lot of headaches. You know, I sat there for what? I should have been home. Right now, I should be in my bed with my girl, grabbing on some booty, and right now, I'm out here, still out here at a weigh station in Charleston, South Carolina, because I got a flat. It happens. Things don't go as planned, and that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be out here and you're gonna plan your whole day, you're gonna plan your whole week, you might even plan your whole month. But then when you get out here, something may happen where it may throw off the whole month. You know? Like right now, I'm looking at my trailer and I got a light that's dim. See, right there. You know what I mean? Now that's throwing me off. I gotta go get that light fixed. So you can plan your whole week out, man. You can plan your whole month out, but it's not gonna go as planned. It's just not how trucking goes. You know, you may plan to spend December with the family, call the whole week of December off, and one breakdown or one thing may throw off the whole thing. And next thing you know, I need to pull up a little bit, but I'm sticking so far out. Next thing you know, you gotta stay out for the first half of December because you gotta go make all that money back. You gotta go recuperate. You know, you gotta spend all this money on your kids or your family for Christmas, and now you gotta go recuperate all that money. So that's just how the game is, man. And unfortunately, that is trucking. I wish I could tell you guys it's easier, but it's not. The real is real. It's tough. It is not for everybody. It's not. But with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna sign off. It's the end of the video. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up tomorrow. I'm gonna get a good couple photos with my dad though, because we looking real sexy out here with these trucks. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. I might need to pull up some because I'm sticking too far out. I mean, I'm just too long anyway. That's really what it is. I'm just too long naturally. So I need to pull up a lot more forward than what I am now. Let me do that.
Hey, counting these commas, we run it up. All of these hoes that won't come with us. Sipping that dirty, she getting real sloppy. Staying high, now she living the dreams. On the pants, Magello on me. Jolly Ranchers mix it up with the lean. Johnny Dang, all my diamonds on fleek. Pop me a perk, she think I'm a geek.